All right, welcome to today's video, cat lovers. We're gonna do an in-depth look at what we feed our cats. Nutrition for your Maine Coon is obviously very, very important. You want them to live a long and healthy life, have beautiful hair, be free from any skin irritation. So we're gonna take a look at what we feed on a daily basis. And we're gonna start out by looking at the raw ingredients. So we have a lot of different things that we include in our mix, and we do grind them all up in our grinder. But we're going to start out with chicken gizzards. We've got drumsticks, chicken thighs. We've got a beautiful heart. We may not use the entire heart, but we use a good chunk of it. We've got a boneless pork shoulder that we use. And right here in the sink, we've got our beef liver. And that is probably more than we will use again, but we will definitely be including a good chunk of that into the mix. So without further ado, let's take a little bit of a closer look at some of the ingredients and how we prep them. All right, it's important that when you're dealing with raw chicken to remember that during the processing phase, the chicken is cleaned with detergents and acids. There's been a lot of outbreaks over the years in the food industry, and so that's something that just naturally is done to protect your health, and we just want to make sure that we're not including those into our food. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring the chicken over here, we're going to dunk them into the water for about 90 seconds just to clean any bacteria, clean off the surface exterior. We're going to let them sit here and rest. They'll go onto our tray, and then they'll come over here to our grinder and we'll grind them. They're still raw, it's just that we're giving them a very, very quick blanch in the hot water to make sure that we take off any of those detergents. And I also wanted to mention that you want to try to strive for an 80-20 mix between the meats that you have and then the organs, like the liver and the hearts. And that's just a good balance.
Light.
So again, you're not looking to cook them, you're just looking to boil them quickly, blanch the exteriors, get rid of any bacteria
That might affect the cats. If you ever wondered why your cats won't eat your raw cat food, this could possibly be the reason. If they sense that there's something wrong with it and it tastes funky, they just won't eat it. And if you don't feed them anything else and they're forced to eat it, they may get sick. May start throwing up and having diarrhea. So this is why we're doing this. That looks like it's good to me.
And this is just a process. We're going to do all the chicken first. Get it all ready to go. Got some other meat to cut up.
Let it cool down.
Got to get the chunks the right size to get them down into the grinder. Before we can make our beautiful
Raw
mash.
cat food.
Right, the raw cat food.
Again.
The chicken through, and you can see that it is not cooked. It was just blanched. It's like if you would blanch your vegetables. some fresh food? I know, right? So good. These are the containers that we use. You're wondering how we mix that big amount of food? This is how. How beautiful that is. Wow.
If I could get this color and paint tomorrow.
Still watching your next meal, huh?
Yay!
Looks good.
Looks great.
Okay. We're gonna get everything lined up to package them, and then we're also going to save some in the end to blend up for the baby kittens, so it goes through the grinder one more time, so we can feed our baby kittens. They start eating raw food between 3.5 and 4 weeks.
It's one time through the blender.
That's one time through the blender. We're gonna need to blend it one more time for the babies.
Just because of the bones and.
At least one more time. We'll show you that process as well and how it looks a little bit different. Okay, we'll get started packaging. Let you see how that looks. When we go ahead and send our babies home to their new families, we will go ahead and put a little bit of food, just about that much, inside each one of these little tiny muffin tins and give them a week's worth of food so they can transition to either their own raw food or something else. I know that everybody has their own lifestyle, so we just do the best we can. All right, we are this far through the process. These are all going to be for the adult cats.
Grab your chair.
And we're going to process the food again for the babies, saving that much. And we will repackage these separately because we have babies right now that are 4 weeks old. They are beginning to eat raw food. Much smaller. It's quite a bit different than the other. So while it's a lot of work, we feel like feeding them the most natural way that they would normally be eating, some sort of raw food diet in nature. But this is the best we can do since we can't go out and catch them, tiny birds and mice. This is how we compensate for that. It's nice. It's really nice. All right, just for comparison, the left side is ground one time and the right side is ground twice. So one side is for the adult cats and the right side is for the baby kittens. Okay.
All right, so now you've seen the process on how we make our food for our cats. It took us about an hour and a half. That's going to give us 3 to 4 weeks worth of food. So it's great to just get it all done in a big batch. You don't have to worry about it.
We created a group on Facebook. Please join us, American Maine Coons /USA. Look for the little USA flag.
All right, thanks for watching. Smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel for more Maine Coon content. We are a breeder in Renton, Washington, the Pacific Northwest, and we breed low inbreeding Maine Coon cats.
And we do all the testing that you would ever need or want. We do all the testing, so.
So check us out at bastetmaincoons.com. Thanks very much for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.
Hello. Hello, Echo. How are you?